Hey y'all, Contreeman, how are you? Uh, I have been sick for 2 weeks, bronchitis. I haven't had a fever. I've been coughing my lungs out. Uh, got me some good drugs here. What is this right here? I can't even remember what it's called. Promethazine CM cough syrup. Uh, Beats the heck out of NyQuil, let me tell you. Uh, Teaspoon of this, go to bed, sleep 10 hours. It's got vinegar in it. I don't know exactly what that is, but it'll kick a cough butt clean out of your chest, out the door, out of your house. Ask your doctor for it if you got a dry hacking cough. Uh, like I said, I've been sick. I ain't done nothing. I got good news and I got really good news. The good news is that YouTube took off my AdSense off of all my videos. So I no longer get money for YouTube. Which, old Contreeman, I'm so sorry about that. But I got to thinking, I don't have to worry now about posting something that the advertisers may not like and it may not be ad friendly and they will not monetize my videos. So now I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Having said that, I'm going to use a few choice words in this video and tell you my real opinion. As far as all them Looney Tune liberals and BS about gun control and this and that and whatever, it ain't happening. There's 300 million guns in America. They start hauling around and taking people's guns away, we're going to have another revolution. Cowboys and Indians didn't work out very well, and when they start out with blue helmets and rednecks, that's not going to work out very well either. I have a shotgun and a 22. I have ammo. I have food. I got a left dominant eye, and I shoot my shotgun right-handed, and I shoot my pistol left-handed. You want to talk about screwed up in the head? I'm screwed up. But I can drop you at 100 yards with a 12-gauge slug, 3-inch bag, ounce and a quarter. Shot my first deer at that. Am I going to go out and shoot up my local school? No. Oh, by the way, that place I go every Sunday morning, I started counting on my fingers, and I had to take my shoes off and count on toes of all the people there that carry pea shooters. And the man that comes in to shoot that place up, God's going to be with him, because besides that, he ain't got a snowball's chance in hell. As far as them taking guns away, Carter's the last idiot that tried that bullshit. And the only thing is that they quit selling them, and the price of semi-automatic 223 weapons went up. There is no such thing as an assault weapon. Assault is something that I tell you, you're a freaking idiot, and it offends you. All I can tell you is grow a spine, and don't expect everything to change, because last year I didn't give a shit if you got offended or not, and this year I don't give a shit if you get offended or not. Are they going to, if guns are outlawed, only outlaws will be guns, have guns, and I guess I will be one. Every one of your elected officials either carry a gun or have people around them that carry guns, but they turn around and tell you that you can't have one because you're not, you're just not mentally capable of doing it. Russia tried that under Stalin, and they killed millions of people after they took the guns away. The crime rate went up in Australia when they done that. The Germans, what's his name? Hitler tried that, and they wound up gassing millions of Jews and trying to take over the world. There's a reason that God give everybody guns. Don't try to tell me that it was a musket that the Second Amendment was written for. 1,000 years before that, well actually about 4,000 years before that, Cain killed Abel with a rock. And if you take all my guns away, I still got my slingshot hanging here on the wall. I could take a rock and nail you. It won't be at 100 yards, but about 30 yards or less. If I hit you, I'm not that good of a shot with a slingshot. I can put a knot on your head. Don't ask me if that hurts. Ask old Goliath. But wait a minute, he's dead. He got hit in the head, and then David cut his head off with his own sword. We don't have a problem with guns or knives or whatever. We have a problem with what has been taken out of our schools. What's been taken out of our schools? What are you talking about? Food or what? No, countryman. What are you talking about? I'm talking about God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, unto the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wait, you can't say that. It might offend somebody. What did I tell you a while ago? I really don't give a shit if it offends you or not. You bow your head, and I don't even think they have quiet time no more at schools, for the simple fact if you put your head down you desk, they may accuse you of praying. Oh, God forbid that you ask God to help you with your daily life. In the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah, God said he'd save that town if they could find 2 people. Started out with 12. Lot knocked him down to 2. If they could find 2, he'd save the town. Lot and his wife had to leave. She turned around, got turned to a pillar of salt, and God fried the whole town. Why did he do that? For the simple fact that the people of this door was there with all the sodomites, the men that wanted to screw an angel in the butt, and all the lazies there that wanted to do whatever they do, lickety-split. And God fried that whole town. You don't think that he ain't going to come back and raise a little hell later on? God is a merciful God if we do what he tells us to do. San Francisco, Gay Bay they call it. Do you know what town is number 2 on that list? Believe it or not, per capita, Columbus, Ohio has more sodomites in it than any as the number 2 on the list. It is a technical town. They have a lot of jobs on computers and greeting and stuff like that. As far as strong back, weak mind jobs, there ain't no very many steel mills up there. There's not very many hard working jobs. But if you're a queer, you can find a job in Columbus, because that's number 2 place in the United States. Look it up. That statistic maybe is old, but I bet it's still number 2. It was when I was came back to America from California. Oh, America. I mean, California's part of America. No, it's not. Don't believe me? Look at the flag. It says California. It says Republic of California on the flag. Not State of California, Republic of California. Why I went out there, God only knows. I got 3 kids out of the deal. They turned out halfway decent. That's part of my life I don't even talk about. I busted head in wetback bars out there. Oh, we're going to talk about wetbacks. Let's send them all back to Mexico. They're not here legally. Undocumented aliens. Undocumented means you ain't got the documents to be here and you're a wetback. I had a Mexican buddy of mine. He was a Mexican-American. He says Mexicans wasn't the first wetbacks. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you think Christopher Columbus came all the way across the ocean and didn't get his back wet? And I said, well, you got a point there. But if you go on and there's that one Discovering America deal that, you know, the Vikings was here way before Columbus was, and the Romans and who else? The Egyptians, they were all here way before Christopher Columbus came here in 1492 on the ocean blue. So this is stuff that I haven't said. If I went out and bought another AR-15, hell, I ain't bought my first one yet. But I got a friend of a friend's second cousin's brother and stepsister said her daddy told me that when the shit hits the fan that we're going to be in another civil war. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's going to come. It's going to get bad, really bad. I'm prepping for that day. Why are you prepping, Contreeman? I'm prepping because tomorrow I may wake up hungry. And just in case that the shit hits the fan, the trucks don't run, and the stores run out of food, I got a 2-month supply of food here. Do I have water put back? No, I don't. But I got 3 5-gallon cans out there. It's completely full of water. Got some sitting over here beside. I'll be all right. But, another thing. Our kids are out of control. We got to pacify them. We got to give them drugs and make sure that they're taken care of and give them a safe place that where, if they feel threatened, they can go and sit, or we can do like it was when I growed up. If I threw a hissy fit, my mom would either get a spoon, a spatula, had 8 plum trees in the backyard that I got my butt tanned several thousand times with the switch. Daddy, he had a belt. He'd raise a whip on your ass. Besides that, I had to go chop cotton. And you ever had your ass beat with a cotton stalk? Trust me, you won't do it again after you've done that. But wait a minute now, Contreeman, it's illegal to discipline your own kids. I wonder why. So, all the bullshit that's going on now, you reap what you sow, or you reap what you don't sow. If you don't sow good morals, you don't sow the Word of God, and you don't sow respect of human life. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see, we lost 17 people down there in a shooting. That's pretty sad because some freaking idiot decided to go postal. Or how many abortions were aborted yesterday? You don't think God's going to come back and raise total hell about that because some doctor in some abortion clinic aborted one of his children? That's when all hell's going to break loose. You think it's bad now? Wait till God comes back and starts opening the book of life and all that shit comes out. I might go to hell for some of the things I've done, but I tell you what, it's going to be awful fun watching all those people up there first, because they're going to get thrown in the deepest dark pits of hell. Like I said, I might get booted off of YouTube for a while because of this video. I really don't care, because they took all my ad funding off. All the censors are off. You're sitting here looking at what Contreeman really thinks about America. God bless. Read your Bible. Keep your nose clean, and you may go to heaven. If not, the other place is a whole lot hotter. God bless.